What is going on, everybody? I go by the name of Kari, and I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on SneakerPhetish. Got a package today, and I'm really interested to take a look at these. I'm excited because anytime we get a new Yeezy model or something different that Kanye is doing, the world seems to stop a bit to see what everybody's opinions are on the sneaker. And I got some opinions on these as well. So without further ado, let's jump into them. Boom. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Yeezy Boost 350 version 2 Mono Ice. All right, so we got a brand new version of the Yeezy 350 version 2. It's still a 350 version 2, so it's still the same general mock-up, still got the pull tab, still has the boost in the midsole, all that good stuff. But now we have this really interesting overlay on this sneaker that we're gonna talk a little bit about more in depth after we take a little deeper look at the sneaker. So let's jump into it. All right, guys, so starting with the upper of the sneaker here. Now, while the construction of this sneaker is new and the look of this sneaker and the idea of this particular 350 is new, the materials are not that new. We'll talk a little bit more about what microfilament means, but I saw a lot of people saying that the mono meant monochromatic, which meant that the sneaker was one color. And while these different iterations of this shoe are one color, that's not necessarily what it means. It actually means monofilament. So we have a full monofilament upper on this sneaker. They have gotten rid of prime knit. No more prime knit on the shoe, but the microfilament does still allow for a lot of give, and it's real stretchy. It's still gonna mold around to your foot. But the interesting part of this is that it's a lot more transparent. So you can see my hand directly underneath the monofilament on the outside of the sneaker. So that's very interesting. Not only that, but everybody, of course, is talking about this kind of dinosaur skeleton looking print that's inside or underneath the monofilament as well. So it not only gives support to the monofilament, because unless you had this kind of skeleton holding everything in place underneath it, the monofilament would probably just kind of do this number here. So this skeleton underneath it, if you will, actually allows the monofilament to take shape. Really nice icy blue color on this one. You still have that classic Yeezy 350 stripe on the lateral side of the shoe here that seems to be a little darker colored blue, but still pretty much an icy blue as well. Taking a top down look at the shoe here, clean white laces against that icy monofilament, really clean hidden stitching going down the toe box of this one as well. I like that. Now you're gonna get the pull tab on this one. This is a Yeezy 350 version 2 that actually gives us the pull tab on the back. I've always been a fan of the pull tab. This one is super stiff though, which is really interesting. I'm not sure if this is also monofilament. It feels similar to monofilament, so it may be, but this also looks like it's a little different color. It almost looks grayish and kind of like a grayish bluish color here, but definitely is a different shade than the monofilament ice that we have on the upper of the shoe as well. But you do get the pull tab, that's nice. Clean semi-translucent midsole that allows you to see the full length boost right underneath it. You also have a really icy outsole on the sneaker as well. So man, you're gonna look really clean when you wear these, but keeping these clean might be a different story, because an icy shoe like this, my goodness, I don't know what it's going to take to clean this monofilament, but good luck with that. Now we got something new going on here with the insoles this time. Everybody stop in your tracks, because something different is going on with Yeezys yet again. The size sticker, the size tag on this shoe is now a sticker that's located in the middle of the insole here. Now the insole as a whole is this icy white color. You also have the gray Yeezy Adidas co-branding on the heel. This is not an ortholite or anything like that, so that's pretty much all you're going to get. But again, take note of the new size tagging right in the middle of the foot as well. Now my guess is that the reason why they put the size tag in the middle of the insole is that it was just way too difficult to stitch into this monofilament material without actually compromising the integrity or the strength of the material itself. So they probably just figured, let's just make it easier on ourselves, put it on the insole, and this way you have a really nice clean sneaker. Now my concern with this is that the way that a lot of authentic early Yeezys used to be sold back in the day is they were sold without size tags in them, because size tags used to track where the shoes were. Now with the size tag being on the insole, you have this shoe here that's free and clear to be distributed wherever, and literally has no identifying markers on it whatsoever that tells you which sneaker it actually is, because it's all being tracked on the insole. So hopefully they got their logistics in place on that, and we don't see like a surge of kind of bootleg or early Yeezys going around, even if they're authentic, because it could happen. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the Yeezy 350 version 2 Mono Ice. Now, this sneaker was actually a part of a region exclusive 3-pack of summer versions of new Yeezys that just recently dropped. You had the Mono Ice that dropped here. You also had the Mono Mist, and you also had the Mono Clay. Now, my personal favorite probably would be the Mono Mist. That's just because I feel like it's super clean, but I do like browns and more neutral kind of earth tones as well. So my second favorite would probably go ahead and be that Yeezy Mono Mist color. The Clay, they can kind of miss me with that one. I'm not really feeling it. Now, news is also broken that we're also going to be getting a Yeezy 350 version 2 mono cinder colorway sometime later on in the year, probably when it starts getting a little colder outside, because that's supposed to be the triple black version of this new mono series. We always seem to get some kind of a triple black thrown into the mix somewhere, and apparently that's going to be that. Now, as I mentioned previously, this is not the first time that we've seen monofilament fiber. Now, for those of you guys who may not even know what this upper is, monofilament fiber is actually a mixture of polymers, or a fluoropolymer as it's called, that's actually all mixed together, stretched out, dried out, and ends up being able to be manipulated into these different shapes here. It's comprised of a lot of different polymers, but it's known as a monofilament, or a single filament fiber. Now, monofilament fiber has a lot of different uses. If you wear a wig, a lot of times wig caps that secure the wig onto the head are made out of monofilament fibers. If you go fishing, if you need a fishing line that's a lot more buoyant and will stay on top of the water, a lot of fishermen tend to opt for monofilament fishing line as well. So that's one of the more popular uses that monofilament is used for. But monofilament, because of its low cost to produce and its numerous benefits, has been seen on another Yeezy, one that I've been very vocal about, the Yeezy 700 version 3. On the version 3, you kind of had a mix of this monofilament fiber and prime knit that comprised the upper of the sneaker underneath the RPU or plastic cages. On the 700 version 3, remember on the upper, you can kind of feel it and it feels pretty soft. It feels like fabric, but if you look very, very closely at the 700 version 3, you can see that it's actually woven with different types of fibers in between the prime knit. Those fibers are monofilament. So basically, Kanye probably looked at, I don't know, maybe one of Kim Kardashian's wigs one day and said, the cap on that wig looks like a fiber that I could probably use on the upper of a sneaker, and it's pretty cheap to make. I don't know. Or maybe they just saw the success of it with the 700 version 3 and said, well, shoot, why are we using prime knit at all? If people like this, let's slap monofilament on the entire sneaker and see how it does. And to my surprise, and probably their surprise, it actually works. It actually looks pretty good. And it's very aerated, it's very breathable, and it's a really, really good choice for a summer shoe. I'm not mad at it. Now, the main reason that I'm not mad at it is because, again, we still get boost in the sneaker. So if you guys remember, a lot of my rants on the 700 version 3 was not just with the materials that they use. Now, thank goodness this is not that screen door that they use in the quarter panel of the shoe. But my other problem was that the sneaker didn't have boost in it, but it had EVA. Now we have a sneaker that has monofilament, but also has boost in the sole as well. And I'm here for that because personally, I'm still a fan of boost. I don't think boost is dead quite yet. Maybe it's dead in terms of hype, but it certainly isn't dead in terms of comfort. So do I personally think that the mono Yeezy 350 is worth the pickup? Absolutely. I think it's definitely worth the pickup. It's probably sold out most places by now just because it's a good shoe and it's a new shoe, and any new Yeezy is probably going to sell out even if it's trash, unless it's like the 500 high or one of the boots, because for whatever reason, those just always fall flat. But if you're lucky enough to pick up a pair of these, let me know what you guys think about them. I personally like them. I think I'm definitely going to be rocking these. And before we get up out of here, I do want to give a huge shout out to my OG, to Big Bro, my guy Shake, that owns Clicks Kicks up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You guys may have heard him if you follow me on Twitter. Shameless plug. Make sure you're following me on Twitter at SneakerPhetish and Instagram as well. But myself, the triple OG Jazray Allen Lord, who's a big dog in the sneaker game, talks with TJ that some of you guys may know on YouTube and many others. We always get together on Friday nights for a segment of Twitter Spaces that's called The Kickback. It's an audio-only chat where we talk about everything in sneakers and we get super spicy on there. Now, we talked about Shake a little while ago because Shake also blessed me with the bright blue Yeezy 700 version 3s and also the Run DMC comics and the Run DMC Funko Pop set. And so my guy looked out once again and sent down the new Mono Ice Yeezy 350 version 2. So Shake, thank you very much. You guys make sure that you're checking out Clicks Kicks and supporting that business. I'm filming this on Juneteenth, so make sure you're also supporting Black business as well. But that's pretty much all that I got to say about these. Now it's time for you guys to sound off down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about the Yeezy 350 version 2 Boost Mono Ice. Did you guys pick these up? Did you pick up the Mist? Did you pick up the Clay? Or did you just hard pass on all of them? Sound off. Let me know. Of course, right down in the comments, make sure that you click on that subscribe button so we can welcome you into the Sneaker Phetish family, to make sure you don't miss out on any more heat that comes through like these, because I guarantee you I got a lot more heat on the way. As always, I want to thank you guys for joining me here on Sneaker Phetish, taking a look at these with me, unboxing them with me for a couple of minutes. I go by the name of Kari. This is the Adidas Yeezy Boost version 2 Mono Ice, and until next time, I'm out.